Though covert drones may photograph odd and frightening locations, shocking discoveries of anything from amazing engineering to jaw-dropping angle photos can leave everyone in a state of shock. Technology and innovations have become potent instruments in exposing some of the most intriguing things. What secret does the Earth hold that was only revealed when a drone ventured into the unknown? Let's unravel the mysteries captured from the skies and delve into the astonishing revelations that drones have brought to light. Are you ready to see the world from a perspective you've never imagined? First on our list is In the Forest, a Celtic cross. Flying over woodland in County Donegal in the autumn of 2016, travelers arriving at Derry Airport observed something peculiar. Amid a forest, they found a massive Celtic cross that had been planted. The tree's exceptionally dry spell of weather revealed the gorgeous cross, which is only visible from the air, leading to the discovery of the Celtic cross. A local forester named Liam Emery placed the cross in Kilkee Forest. Regretfully, Mr. Emery did not get to experience the thrill of his creation's discovery as he died in 2010 at the age of 51. Years ago, forester Liam Emery planted hundreds of trees using two different varieties to create the cross, which is at least 70 meters, 230 feet broad, and 100 meters, 328 feet long. Emery's wife, Norma, said that after his death from a brain injury sustained in an accident, his family had even mostly forgotten about the property. What a beautiful legacy to leave behind for future generations to enjoy. Regarding whales, what have you heard? Do you believe they cannot harm people? The following finding will astound you. The 12th on our list is a near meeting with a whale. Even though this isn't a shark attack, those who are afraid of the sea may find this drone video of local swimmers at a beach unsettling. Just below, three swimmers who don't seem to be aware of the whale's presence can be observed. Although whales typically do not hurt people, it seems that the whale in the video is not interested in the swimmers that are so near to it. If the drone operator ever notified the swimmers, they should count themselves fortunate that this whale wasn't a more dangerous kind. A shark snaring its meal. Since 1975, sharks have been recognized as dangerous. They were just officially terrifying before then. They are often filmed, but the Discovery Channel's drone video is unsettling on a whole other level. Because the water is foggy, a team of researchers utilizes a drone to film sharks from above. They manage to catch one of the sharks doing what they do best, preparing to feed. The shark seeks seals, who often hide among the rocks along the coast to avoid situations like this one. But because of the strong tide, the shark has little trouble moving around the rocks. The behavior of the shark reveals what's going on to the film team, who are preparing for a lunchtime show featuring a marine predator. Unable to discern the shark's near vicinity, the seal approaches its voracious foe head-on. The shark strikes in a matter of seconds after darting forward, and soon thereafter, the two are surrounded by blood in the water. The seal starts to shake after that, and even though the team's specialists tell us it was probably already dead, it's still incredibly unsettling to see, particularly since the animals didn't know they were being observed and the crew wasn't at risk of being eaten. Next is an interesting capture by drone. Number 11 is the Army of Terracotta. These life-size terracotta soldiers have been defending their ranks for more than 2,200 years, but they were not found until 1974. These are artifacts from 248 BC that were made by Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China, who took the throne at the age of 13. Farmers in the area who were excavating a well made the first discovery of the 6,000 to 8,000 soldier sculptures. Subsequently, the Qin Shi Huang Mausoleum has emerged as a significant archaeological discovery, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and a showcase that breaks records. Archaeologists' meticulous study of the site demonstrated that the figurines were created by Qin artisans over 2,200 years ago who were already proficient in terracotta casting and associated assembly methods. The life-size soldiers were partially molded and partially cast by hand. With the use of this sophisticated technique, thousands of figurines with distinctive faces and detailed body characteristics may be produced. Each figure has a unique aura that hints at their inner worlds and emotions due to the subtle differences in facial features. An epic manifestation of ancient reality is the warrior army. It is estimated that 700,000 laborers took up to 30 to 40 years to finish building the army and its graves, and that there are probably still more soldiers and vaults to be found. However, the Great Wall of China was also built by the first emperor of Qin Shi Huang, thus it may not even be his most ambitious gift to his nation. Next in line is Dolphin Stampede. A unique and uncommon viewpoint has been captured on camera in one of nature's most breathtaking scenes. Fortunately, an aerial drone flying high above last month recorded the whole sight of thousands of dolphins moving in a megapod during a tremendous rush across the seas of Southern California. Captain Dave Anderson, who runs a whale-watching business out of Dana Point, captured this incredible footage using a drone. He also merged it with another video showing gray whales moving off the coast of San Clemente and a mother whale cuddling her youngster in Maui. This is the most beautiful and compelling 5-minute video I have ever put together. I learned so much about these whales and dolphins from this drone footage that it feels like I have entered a new dimension, Captain Dave says. But it's not only from the air that the sight of hundreds of dolphins swimming in unison is amazing. You haven't seen the best we have yet. Number 8 on our list is Cotton Castle, sheep flowing like water. Leo Patel, an Israeli drone photographer, has taken this aerial shot of a herd of sheep moving in unison. The 7 months that Patel spent following a large herd of sheep as they moved from the winter pasture to the summer, one resulted in the captivating and, for others, unsettling film. There are between 1,000 and 1,700 sheep in the herd. The footage, which was taken using a drone, shows the herd of sheep traveling through Yokneam's Peace Valley. The speeded-up footage clearly shows the patterns the animal's movement generated. In the video, shepherds and border collies lead the sheep on a journey of around 7 kilometers, 4.3 miles. A monster captured, the 6th on our list, is Monster Loch Ness. In a recent encounter recorded on video, an Irishman claims to have seen the moment Nessie the Loch Ness Monster purportedly launched off like a torpedo. The stunning new video was captured by Ewan O'Fodhagain, a Nessie hunter. The 59-year-old from County Donegal said that upon seeing something traveling quickly across the water, his heart jumped. Even though Ewan often observes the river from his house, this sighting was unusual for him. The electrifying pace of the beast defies simple explanation. Thus, the Loch Ness Monster is one possibility the Nessie fan believes in. Ewan stated, "As I was using my camera to scan the serene Loch Ness, I unexpectedly caught sight of an odd disturbance that was located at approximately 75 miles distant. My heart skipped a beat as I saw something rise out of the loch that at first glance seemed to be a big fish leaping, but then moved like a torpedo, creating a huge wake. I thought to myself, this is something you don't see every day. Because it's Loch Ness, you start to dream and wonder, is there anything else creating the disturbance? It's rather unique. It's challenging since no one knows for sure what kind of animal Nessie is. The video is quite powerful." Eowyn said, "The object's speed is not comparable to that of a bird taking flight, having previously ruled out a few of the loch's more traditional denizens as the perpetrator. Even at a distance of 3/4 of a mile, you couldn't discern the movement of their feet at 5 yards. Our next capture is found in ancient Ireland. The 5th number, Henge of ancient Ireland. An ancient henge has been discovered in Ireland's Boyne Valley thanks to an accidental drone flyover and the unusually low rain. Since Ireland is now experiencing its worst drought in decades, along with abnormally high temperatures, a large portion of the find was made at the perfect time and location. The circumstances of the drought only made the location and precise layout of the old henge visible. This is because the area where the henge formerly stood has changed the soil. Like posts, the circular henge was probably constructed from complete tree trunks that were excavated. Lack of maintenance eventually caused the wood to deteriorate and degrade in its original location. Where the posts formerly stood, the decaying tree trunks left behind more healthy, organic-rich soil. Since plants are stressed due to the current drought in Ireland, it is easy to identify where the organic-rich soil is, since the plants that are above the surrounding plants are a little healthier and greener. Before the difference became more apparent due to dryness, the ancient henge's outline had a modest edge over neighboring places. Anthony Murphy of mythical Ireland discovered the henge on July 10th while doing a routine drone fly over the Boyne Valley. From the place and the time, everything is ordinary. The henge would not have been visible in Ireland's typical weather, and when it was last visible, drones were most definitely not there to take pictures of it. Michael McDonough, head archaeologist for Ireland's National Monuments Service, estimates the henge's age between 4,500 and 5,000 years. It is composed of two concentric rings that are around 150 meters, almost 500 feet, wide. The henge was discovered in an agricultural field next to Brú na Bóin, an Irish Newgrange and UNESCO World Heritage Site. The drought also exposed many additional historic monuments, such as secret British colonies and Roman forts. To ascertain the henge's purpose, age, and historical importance, further research would be necessary. Nevertheless, the location of the site is on private land, and excavation is not currently planned. Next in line is Tree of Life. The globe is captured via aerial photography in a way that most people can never imagine. From a drone's aerial perspective, well-known landscapes take on new hues and patterns. Australian photographer Derry Maroney, who resides in New South Wales, experimented with aerial photography and came up with this amazing shot of an almost mystical tree of life. Taken in the lakeside waters of Lake Kokora at Broom's Head, the picture is a portion of a larger project that documents the daily changes in the lake's environment from above. Lake Kokora is located in the New South Wales state of Australia, which is well known for its breathtaking beaches and natural monuments. The lake's waters rise and fall with the rain, and it is sometimes overflowed by ocean tides. Using drone camera technology, professional wildlife photographer Maroney started taking pictures of the lake around 6 months ago. I was already into photography but wanted to be able to take pictures of places with different views that people have not seen before. The artist tells My Modern Met about what motivated him to use the approach. By visiting the location about every 2 weeks, Maroney was able to record the seasonal variations of the lake in his new photos. The hue shift the lake experiences is the most significant change I have seen to it so far, he claims. Aquatic water may run through it one day, but dramatic browns and raw earth colors emerge after storms. A branching form that resembles the tree of life, a spiritual emblem seen in many mythology and global religions, is illuminated in many of the overhead photos. The finding of the tree pattern astonished Maroney, who remarks, "At the very end of the lake, the water runs out and it all spines out into a tree of life look." He documented the tree's changing color and growth on Instagram. The picture, which first went viral online, shows lake water that has been heavily soaked by tree oils during a downpour. The water's brown hue, which gives the fractal pattern a realistic appearance, is caused by the oils. Norse tales, contemporary Judaism, and ancient Near Eastern art all include twining branches similar to this one. Therefore, it should come as no surprise that Maroney's photographs are delighting people all around the globe. This sounds interesting, right? The next discovery will excite you. Residences at Mesa Verde Cliff. Consider living in a house that is carved out of a cliff. This was accomplished by the ancestral Puebloan peoples, previously known as the Anasazi, in some of the most amazing constructions that are still standing today. They constructed more than 600 buildings into the cliff walls of the United States' four corners: the southwest corner of Colorado, the northeastern corner of Arizona, the southeast corner of Utah, and the northwest corner of New Mexico, starting after 1000 and 1100 CE. While storage and ceremonial purposes occupied some of these buildings, most of them were residential. The homes seen here are in the Mesa Verde National Park, which is in what is now southwest Colorado. Verde means green in Spanish. In Spanish, mesa means table, but in this context it refers to the flat-topped mountains that are typical in the American Southwest. The 12th and 13th centuries are when the most well-known residential sites were built. Retractable ladders were used by the ancient Puebloans to enter these homes. If you have good balance and don't mind heights, you may still reach some of these ruins in this manner today. You must go up a winding route to reach the plateau to enter Mesa Verde National Park. Travelers from all over the globe flock here to see the area's natural beauty and archaeological ruins. The most preserved are the stone, mortar, and plaster constructions from the 12th and 13th centuries. Many of the plaster and mortar walls include fingerprints or handprints left by the persons who built these structures. Second on our list is disused artificial highway. Truckloads of dirt are being spread across Pennsylvania's Graffiti Highway, an abandoned road that has developed into an unofficial tourist destination to deter trespassers. The road has a colorful past and was once a section of Pennsylvania Route 61. According to the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection, a coal fire that had been burning underneath the town of Centralia for more than 50 years had destroyed it, forcing its closure in 1993. Despite the area's great hazard as declared by the state, individuals have continued to visit and contribute to the 3/4 section's graffiti for the last 10 years. There used to be roughly 1,200 people living in Centralia, which is located about 1 hour northeast of Hershey, Pennsylvania. The fire has left it all but abandoned. In an attempt to clear up a rubbish dump, officials set the fire in 1962, but the flames also ignited a coal seam underneath the town. The state claims that since then, it has been burning. In 1984, the U.S. Congress set up $42 million for the town's corporate and residential relocation. As of 2013, the state claims that there were just 5 households left in Centralia. Even though the town's properties have been mostly destroyed, people still visit to witness the remnants of the ghost town and the roadway covered in graffiti, where steam periodically emerges from asphalt fissures. The first item on our list is a drone photo of a ship graveyard, the Moynak Ship Graveyard. It is difficult to think that Uzbekistan's western area was once the agricultural powerhouse of Central Asia, as bleak as it gets. The Aral Sea, the region's primary water supply, was exhausted after years of intensive irrigation, which put the area in jeopardy. See the deteriorating ships of Moynak, a once thriving fishing community, for a glimpse of the impacts of uncontrolled agriculture and a sobering reminder of the dangers of environmental deterioration. In a few years, the Aral Sea will most likely completely vanish from view. It is now just barely visible on the horizon. Amid the desert is the abandoned hamlet of Moynak Ship Graveyard. It was previously home to one of the world's 4 biggest lakes and a bustling fishing port. When the rivers that supplied the lake were redirected for Soviet irrigation projects, the lake started to diminish. Although it is possible to undo this, Uzbekistan lacks the necessary finances. Amid the desert is the abandoned hamlet of Moynak Ship Graveyard. The Aral Sea, one of the world's 4 biggest lakes, was once home to a thriving Soviet fishing port, but now all that's left is desert. On the Aral, a stretch of shore where most of the Aral catch was processed and canned, Moynak used to be the biggest port. Lenin requested assistance from the Aral fleet in 1921 during a severe famine that was affecting the Volga area. A few days later, 21,000 tons of fish were sent, saving thousands of Russian lives. It was the victim of a Soviet campaign to subdue nature, and now it is a nightmare town of acidic, stagnant ponds and abandoned industries. The port of Moynak has lost its purpose, 10,000 fishermen have lost their employment, and not a single fish can live in the water. The only purpose for going there is to see the gruesome spectacle of the sea's dying pangs and the striking scene of many abandoned fishing boats floating on the top of a dune 160 kilometers, 99 miles, out to sea, rusted at their moorings and immersed in sand. In recent years, many of the ships have been sold off for scrap, so you may need to look hard to locate any. Moynak is now a virtual ghost town, inhabited by cattle herders and the elderly caring for their grandkids, whose parents have gone to pursue employment elsewhere. The town's predominantly Kazakh people have fled in droves. The few who survived to experience the full brunt of the Aral Sea catastrophe, including harsher summers and winters, incapacitating sand salt dust storms, and a variety of health issues. Which of these incredible drone captures do you find most interesting? Let us know in the comments section, and thank you for watching.